clinic. My name's Toby. I'm an acupuncturist. I have a few simple practices and ideas which I'd like to share with you, hopefully to improve your overall health, but with a little bit of a focus on the respiratory system, which obviously everybody's a little bit concerned about at the moment. I won't go into too much detail before the practice, but just a quick idea about why we're doing what we're doing. The basic idea that we've got is that your lungs are constantly receiving heat from the lower portion of the abdomen, where there's a lot of metabolism and a lot of heat being generated. Heat tends to rise, so it crosses over the barrier of the diaphragm and arises into the chest. So the lungs start to pick up that heat, and one of the functions of the lungs is to move that heat out of the body, or at least away from the chest. So part of it is the out breath, like that. That's actually carrying a lot of heat out of the body, and you obviously on a cold day you can see what I'm talking about. From an acupuncture perspective, we actually have a second way that heat can be moved out of the lungs, and that is using the lung meridian. The lung meridian starts in the chest, it arises, comes out to the surface of the body around about here in the hollow of the shoulder, then travels down the front of the bicep, between the two heads of the bicep, sort of in that groove that you can find, and carries on all the way down the forearm and into the thumb here. The function of it is basically to move heat out of the lung. Although it's the meridian itself is concentrated in this area, and that's the bit that the practices will be focused on. Actually, it delivers that heat to the whole body, keeping you nice and warm, improving the ability of the pores of the skin to open and close, and that is actually part of the defensive system. Your immunity is having a good functioning of the pores of the skin all over, allowing heat to radiate away from the body, but not allowing too much cold or wind or anything like that to actually penetrate in. Anyway, the whole idea is to improve that function of moving the heat out of the lung system, which is the problem that occurs when you get something like coronavirus, or actually any of the other poor viruses that don't have much of a mention these days. They've lost the limelight. There's a build-up of heat which is more than the normal capacity of the lung and the lung system to move it out through the mouth and around the body, as we described. So what we're going to try and do is just add little practices which improve and support that function. That should basically improve the immunity that you have, and also, if you do catch one of these things, should help to improve your ability to recover and the speed of recovery. So that's probably enough theory-wise. Let's get on to some practice. Thanks for watching this video. The next short video will take you through some of the practices that I've been discussing. See you there.